I met a girl in Burra and she said her name was Sarah. And I thought she was as fine a lass as ever wore a shoe. And I went and sat beside her and with tea and buns replied her. And to soften her I tried her with a lozenge or two. And later I got bolder and I nipped her on the shoulder. And nipped her and I told her that I'd take her on my knee. But she says you'll be in bother. I'll go home and tell me mother. I'll go home and tell me mother if you're emberting with me. But she said it with a twinkle and her brow that didn't wrinkle. And her laugh was like a tinkle that invited laughing back. And I started to provoke her and to hug her and poke her. And she swore that I would choke her and her stays began to crack. Then says I, now don't be silly, I've a farm in Drumnakilly. And I know it might be hilly, there's a handy piece of bog. We'd be happy there together with the bullock and the heather and the goat upon the tather and the donkey and the dog. Well, it wasn't long but tarried till the pair of us were married, and home the donkey carried us the presents made a load. With Sarah on them sitting with a clocker and a kitten, she would jingle like a flitting down the Drumnakilly road. Well, the night was getting chilly when we got to Drumnakilly. I could hear the bleats of Lily as the girth came off the ass. Well, says I'll get a bucket, for I don't know how she's stuck. And I lifted one and took it up to Lily in the grass. Well, the goat was very willing and the bucket nearly filled. And the milk was nearly spilling when I heard an awful squeal. 'Twas Sarah on the blatter over stones and lying water. She made an awful clatter up the Lunan till the field. She was yelling, she was crying, and her petticoats were flying. She was shouting now and yelling fit to waken up the dead. And she came without delaying and between the gowls and praying, and without what she was saying, John, the devil's in the bed. Well, I run in to see the devil with a mind to speak him civil, and behind you, Sarah's devil was a hairy old-buck goat, with a smell for human noses that was anything but roses, and a beard on him like Moses and a dicky at his throat. Well, says I, my neighbour Mickey must have done it for his tricky. But a goat that wears a dicky is a goat that can't abide, and the human nose that smelled him would be inclined to do it seldom, and I cut the ropes that held him and chased the buck outside. Now sometimes me and Sarah dresses up and goes to Barra, but she'll never let me wear a decent dicky like the rest. And the thing that's most uncivil is to mention Sarah's devil. The Drumnakilly devil with a dicky on his breast. So